We're on the wrong screen there. I gotta put me on the screen. How's it going, y'all? Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know if anyone's here yet, actually, so we're gonna wait for a minute. But before we do the official intro, oh look, yep. Hey Leah, how's it going? Thanks for showing up. Shane, how's it going? We got 3 watchers. Okay, how's it going, y'all? Rowdy Briles back with another rundown. We are on episode 6 of my live stream, and this is my scheduled one, but I also do random ones that like pop up every once in a while. Like I think I did one, was it yesterday? I think I did one yesterday or the day before yesterday, and a lot of people showed up. So those kinds of live streams, those random ones, hopefully we'll be having memberships here in the next couple of weeks, if not months, maybe like 2 months, hopefully at the most. And we'll get that worked out. And then those kinds of live streams will be like members only. I'll just do them when I do them and people show up. But today we are talking about, for starters, the Walmart Collectors Con. And if it was worth it, if there was anything worth picking up. And the one thing that I did want to grab was actually sold out. And it doesn't really matter to me. I wasn't like, oh no, I'm so upset. How's it going, Cairo King? And yeah, Cincy John, aren't you supposed to be in Dave's stream? How are you in 2 streams at once? What the heck is going on? So the Walmart Collector Con. So right here we have all the stuff that they have been showing off. So we've got the 501st Trooper, which is just a repaint of the old Clone Trooper body. Double fisting streams. Well, there you go. That explains it. You got 2 phones. That has to be the only way you could do it, or a computer and a phone. And then we've got the Spider-Man Marvel Legends 7. Oh, let's look at him actually. The Spider-Man from the 1977 live action TV show, which I believe was Nicholas Hammond was the guy playing Spider-Man. But you can see it's got that retro style packaging, and it's obviously already, I think, sold out. I don't know. I didn't see if it was sold out or not yet. Yeah, I'm just, for me, at this point, it's just classic 616 Spider-Mans and variations of that for Spider-Man for me. I don't need any more live action ones. I don't need any more other world Spider-Mans and whatever, but he's there for people that wanted him. A lot of people are asking for him, especially after they did that Japanese Spider-Man with Leopardon that has, doesn't have the giant robot actually, but it's kind of a Super Sentai Spider-Man, and he has like a wrist thing that he calls the giant droid of. And yeah, there's definitely too many Spider-Man figures at this point. And I love Spider-Man. That's, obviously my favorite. But this sold out. So even with, let me make sure. Oh no, it's still on pre-order, so it didn't sell out. But I'm sure people are buying this. It was sold out for a little bit, I believe, but then more went up. So hey Derek, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, that was the first Walmart one that I was like, oh, that's interesting. But a lot of these are just kind of not great. And the one that I was going to get is, let's see, these are the ones that are still up. So all the other ones are sold out. But the one that I was really interested in, so we'll take this away because I don't really care about He-Man. And we got the Clone Trooper, which is just a repaint. And this is also just a repack for Revenge of the Sith. They did another version of Kit Fisto, which I think they re-released him once, and now there's a repaint. And all this is, I guess, new stuff that I'm not too interested in. But I did want, so give me a second to find the figure. Maybe I shouldn't have put that up on my, I have 3 screens, and usually I put it to the side. I'm pretty sure that is She-Ra. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's She-Ra. I'll go to it for you, Leia. It is Masters of the Universe She-Ra action figure. So yeah, that's He-Man's cousin or something. I don't know. I don't know He-Man at all. So if I'm wrong and you know He-Man, you can let me know who She-Ra is to He-Man. But I know they're not like dating because that would be weird for some reason. So yeah, it's She-Ra, $21.97, not a bad price for that figure actually, and um, she looks good. You know, she's cool. She's got a cloth cape, and I'm hoping that Mattel will like combine this with their WWE stuff to give us really awesome DC figures, and hopefully update the articulation on arms and stuff like that, and make it 6-inch scale. But yeah, that was She-Ra over there. So let me find that crystal ball figure that I wanted that is sold out on Pulse. And yeah, it's sold out on Pulse and it's sold out on Walmart Collector-Con. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that screen because that is really hurting my neck. Share screen. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Move this one. Present. Did I just mess up? Hold on. Maybe I'm stuck with it like that. But G.I. Joe crystal ball figure, regardless, is there it is. Really cool. He looks cool. He's got a Cthulhu head. And that was really the main draw for me, was that head sculpt there with the clear plastic and the glowy weapons and all that stuff. Definitely a cool looking figure that I'm kind of sad I missed out on, but at the same time, it wasn't something I was like, dang, I definitely need this figure. It was just one of those things. And apparently Stephen King created this character for G.I. Joe because his son was a big fan. Sorry, drink your water, folks. Make sure you drink your water. And I know it looks like it glows in the dark, but it doesn't glow in the dark. It is just translucent plastic, which is still not a problem. I like translucent stuff. And he comes with, obviously, a crystal ball. So obviously, if you're called crystal ball, you better have a crystal ball. And obviously, it looks really cool. I'm guessing that like the glowing parts are like spells, and yeah, I don't know that much about G.I. Joe except for the military stuff. And then you get into this kind of stuff, and it's like, wow, I really don't know anything about G.I. Joe. But I know there's more stuff that was at the Collector Con. So give me a second to find that. I think it was on Toy Art that I found all this stuff. Walmart Collector Con Toy. Here we go. If it'll ever load. All right, so this was all the stuff that was supposed to be. Dang, I missed out on that R2, and I need that R2. I didn't know that was a Collector Con exclusive. This is all the stuff that Toy Arc was showcasing as a Collector Con exclusive, and this R2 is a Revenge of the Sith repack of that new one that they used from Mandalorian, and I don't know what that is. We've got Goldberg. Is that Goldberg? Okay, here we go. No, that's Stone Cold. Duh. I thought it was Goldberg for a second because that does not really look like Stone Cold Steve Austin from far away. But yeah, that's definitely Stone Cold. Gosh, that magnifying thing doesn't work very well. That's definitely Stone Cold over there. And then the Ghost Spider, which I think is terrible. I think the body's awful. Looks to be the Sunfire mold again. And then we have what is it, Reverse He-Man or Trickster? I don't know what he's called. And Transformers over here, Transformers. That guy reminds me of like the Iron Giant or something. So I really don't know what that is. But all in all, there's not a lot of things where it's like, dang, I really need to get this. The Walmart Collector Con this year was just kind of So I'm not really sad that I missed out on anything. Like, I'm sure they'll reissue that R2 again. I'm still waiting on the original pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. And like some stuff they get really quickly. And then with Star Wars stuff, it seems like they're the absolute dead last person to get it. So I still have my pre-order from the original R2 that they packaged this in the new box and all that stuff. So I'm still waiting for that. And meanwhile, they're already doing a re-release for Walmart Collector Con. Is that a NECA TMNT turtle? Probably not turtle, obviously, but yeah, that's Ninja Turtle stuff. So that's NECA Ninja Turtle stuff there for Collector's Con, and you know NECA would never give up that TMNT license, at least to the best of their ability. So all in all, Collector Con, it's like with Walmart, there's a lot of things that when you put up a pre-order, it'll just sit there. And one of the things that was like up for pre-order for a long time, and I'll give them credit, was that retro carded Venom, which I'm actually giving away. How's it going, Ronnie Trickshot? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. And Cowabummer. You want to know something, Raphael? This is where my parents died. Cowabummer. What was I saying? Yeah, I was waiting for that R2, and it just kind of sucks that Big Bad Toy Store gets a lot of cool stuff last. And I did make like a short stream about this, but I did one like I made like one of those random streams talking about it briefly, but I did want to like kind of focus on it more on the rundown, because so for me, Collector Con, if you got something and you wanted it, awesome. But for me, I was like, most of it I could have missed out on, and I did, because a lot the stuff that I wanted was not up there anymore. So that sucks. But you know what else sucks? So when Storm announced their arena figures and they put them up for pre-order initially, like Baki was what, $24.99, I believe. If I don't know if he was $24.99 and $25.99. I'm pretty sure he was $24.99. But now obviously they're $30. And we all know why it probably is. I don't think that Storm has made an official announcement about this at this point. And if they have, and you know, let me know. But yeah, we got a price hike on these Storm Arena figures, and that really blows, because these were supposed to be compared, like TCP Toys. How's it going? What's up? Welcome to the stream. These Storm Arena figures were supposed to be like comparative to Jada, or like competitive, at least prices with Jada and like Hasbro and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that those aren't going to go up, because they probably are as well. But right now they're already moving themselves out of that range and bringing them up to like more of a NECA or something like that price range with this little price hike here. And SH Figure Arts Miles G Morales. No, is that from the movie finally with the new suits? I will have to look that up. But it really sucks that these are $30. Like, I have them all pre-ordered, and that means that the Darkstalkers Morgan is probably gonna be $30, if not more, by the time she actually comes out. So it's like, is now a good time to finish up your collecting and probably take a break for a while, or maybe move to like retro stuff, or rebuying some like nostalgia buys. And there's another line I wanted to talk about too that's also got a high price range to start. But let's look up that Miles Morales. Is it just a reveal? I'll look it up and see if it's Sage Figure Arts. Oh, it's the Prowler one? Let me see. Spider-Man Noir. Is it this one that you're talking about? Miles G. Morales, Prowler. Yeah, for me, it's cool. I'm not a Spider-Verse collector. I prefer comic book Marvel stuff. So when it comes to that, I'm either gonna get the movie stuff, which I'm mostly out of, because I've got most of the characters that I want, except for like some new stuff like Fantastic Four and all that stuff. They don't really fit in my collection, and I don't really have a place for them, but I'm glad they exist. I'll leave it at that, because there's people like you that really want them, and other people like that really want them, and I'm glad they're there for people. I just don't want to pay $100 for an animated figure that doesn't fit in with the comic books, because I'm a comic book collector, and I do have like the Spider-Verse Marvel Legends Gwen, but that's because the other two Ghost Spiders that we have are absolute garbage. The older ones, and they haven't really done a good 616 update either. Here's another cool pre-order that was actually just dropped today. We have our, our Jada Street Fighter stuff, but Storm is still doing their line. And they just revealed their classic M. Bison, and he looks cool. Obviously, he's going to be a lot bigger than the other Bison that we have from Jada, and he's going to scale with the Storm stuff. But we do get more head sculpts, we do get more effects and all that stuff at this price range. And he looks cool. I'm sure he's got a wired cloak. We got that glowing hand for his one move. I'm not sure what it's called. He can cross his arms. Love that, because Bison is a dude that was just a normal Tuesday to me. That kind of guy. So I'm glad that they put that in there. It sucks that they don't have like a way for Jada's Bison to do that. It would have been nice to have some swappable arms for like folding his arms over, but definitely a great looking M. Bison. And they really put a lot of glamour shots up here, didn't they? That is there he is with his punch effect and all that stuff. So we've definitely got some cool stuff coming, but it's all so expensive. He's only $95. I say only, which is actually pretty cheap for a Storm. I think my Morgan was like $104 or something like that, $104.99. Yeah, this is the Storm collectibles. So this is the larger one, the more expensive one. They haven't announced an arena Bison yet. And there he is with their Blanca, which I saw someone had a review of Blanca up. I think it was Toy Migos. I don't think I'm subscribed, or I haven't watched any of their videos, but go check it out. I don't want to watch reviews of stuff like this early, so I haven't seen their Sagat review. I think they did the same. I think it was them that had the Sagat figure too. But go check out their video if you want to see the Jada, Sagat, and Blanca, because I'm pretty sure they're the first people. Yeah, price increases in general are a bummer, but especially when they were completely avoidable, when people could have done the right thing, and but I don't want to say that kind of stuff right now. And yeah, Toy Amigos, it was posted today, so there you go. The glowing and flashing Blanca, yeah, that'd be cool. I wish that they did like an electrocuted head sculpt for the Jada one, because that's the one I'm gonna get. Oh, you want to see some crap that got revealed today? And they had their CollectorCon live stream, the McFarlane one, and I went in there for a second. I was being a complete troll, I'll admit, but I was like, hey, you lost the DC license. That's pretty funny. I feel great about it. Something along that lines. And then I just left. I was like, this is funny. Todd, literally, it was when he started, so it was like in Todd's living room or something, and his guy had his phone set up. It was a crap show. It's on Instagram Live. I think it was like streaming the same place everywhere, but I was watching on Instagram for like 2 minutes. And like he started, and Todd was out of frame saying, "Oh, we're gonna show some stuff." He was out of frame, like giving the guy directions. He's like, "Don't worry, Todd's here." And it's like, we know he's there. We can hear him talking. And he just showed that. Oh, I know what else I wanted to look up too. We'll have to bring that up before I forget it, because that thing looks like. And apparently, MothX is doing a better one too. Better, I say better, but they're doing one too, and it's gonna be better because McFarlane is just crap to me. We all know I'm a McFarlane hater, but I think it's pretty justified at this point. He lost the DC license. I'd say everything that I said was justified and validated with that simple fact. I don't have to pretend like I don't have to eat my hat or anything, because he lost the DC license. It's going to Mattel. But here's some of the stuff that he revealed today. He's still running with that Movie of Maniacs horse figure. We got our Tony Montana Scarface, which is who wants a 6-inch statue? I understand. Hey, listen, look, there's no articulation here. You can't take away what it doesn't give us. I'm glad we're all McFarlane haters here. I'm glad we're all on the same page about a bunch of stuff. But we got Tony Montana here. Say hello to my little friend, but I can't hold him up because I'm sitting here. I can't even. How's it going, Robert? Thanks for coming. Hey, listen. I'll take the blame if Todd loses more license. I'll gladly take the blame for it. It's just not impressive whatsoever. He's not holding a machine gun. He's not. It's just. And then we've got Kevin from The Office with his chili. I didn't have literally I have like a vendetta against the guy since he said that female action figures make little boy serial killers. I wish all the worst upon Todd and his company. Um, but we've got our chili Kevin here. I would love to have him on my channel, like unbeknownst to him, just a small channel here. Oh, I'd love to have Todd on. Hey Todd, I have a couple of questions for you. But this is just the stupidest thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the Berserker figure, and like I said, I think Mofex is making one that's gonna be like 1,000 times better. And apparently, this one was also $50, and I just found that out like 2 minutes before my stream started, and I was like, huh. But it's sold out, so that means he made like what 250 of them, if that. Yeah, and they look like crap too. The sculpts are bad. The black suit. Now this is the kind of thing that I'm not going to hate being a posed figure. I love The Office, but like, does anyone need a figure of Kevin with the chili of all things? We could have had Michael at his desk. I just think if you want a unique statue, it should be like at least 1/6 scale, not action figure size where you have things that are articulated and you're paying the same price for something that just sits there. It's not a good deal to me. Jokerized version, yeah, we'll wait for that. Well, he won't be able to do that for very much longer, so who knows? But like for this, I'm not going to hate on Poe being posed just because it's Kung Fu Panda. It's animated. It's not very well made for articulation. I'm not saying there's not ways to do great articulation on a Kung Fu Panda figure, but for this one, I'll give it a pass. I don't hate that. I'm not going to pick it up ever. All right, but now we will look at the Berserker here. If I can move my mouse. Oh boy. So isn't this like the second Keanu Reeves McFarlane figure that Todd has made? Because didn't he also do Johnny Silverhand? Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk. All right, so this is everything that this guy comes with. And the first problem that you can see with like the scaling is how big these guns are. These are like cartoon size weapons. They're not proportional to this figure. Not to say that the figure is proportional, because I don't remember Keanu being so thick and long-armed like that. But you know, and this is where you get to the debate of like, because we all know that I bought Maximum Spider-Man. I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered 2, one for me, one for the channel, one for y'all for a giveaway. But this is $50. And this also sold out. And you're getting a lot more. You're also getting a lot more paint apps and all that stuff with this figure. But I think that even with this being $50, it's overpriced for the type of plastic that you're getting, for the type of articulation that you're getting. We all know exactly how this figure articulates, how it's going to feel. Maximum Spider-Man, I pre-ordered it on Pulse, and because I pre-ordered 2, it was free shipping, so because it was over, I think it's over 60, they give you free shipping. But also, we got 8 people watching, so make sure you hit the like button if you're watching right now. Pretty please. I would appreciate that. And yeah, now we got 9 people watching, so at least 9 likes on the video by now. But yeah, I do not think, well, why does he come with a dismembered arm? Like, is that just a severed arm right there? That is absolutely a severed arm. But I don't think it's worth $50 because I know what the quality of McFarlane. Where are like the rest of the pictures? Is there a way to see those other pictures that it was showing down there? Like over here? Okay, here we go. So there's the box right here. Dorkside Toys. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Thanks. Hi, titular heroine. Thank you for liking. Welcome to the stream. Boom Studios, yeah, the thing about licensing out a property is a lot of the times you're just going to go for the highest bidder. And I'm sure with McFarlane losing the license for DC, he's throwing money at whatever he can. How's it going, Maurice Phillip? Um, yeah, Todd will, if you give a figure a license to Todd, there's bound to be at least 5 things wrong with it. Um, so yeah, it's just not very impressive to me. And the box looks nice. It's got nice presentation, so I'm not going to hate on that. I don't know anything. Apparently, it's a Keanu Reeves comic book, like he writes it or something, and obviously the character's based on him. Also, you can tell how my week's been because I broke a nail, so that's fun. Uh, I don't mind the box, but look, like I said with these guns, look how big those guns are in his hands. Like that's not how guns are supposed to look. Well, if those are good, that's good. I'm glad that there's at least something that he's making that people are enjoying. But and this is just what's up with his hair? Is it shaved? Does it get blown off? Like what's up with that? Yeah, they seem like 1/6 scale guns. They're really big. Um, well, he better get it done soon because the man's like what, 62 at this point, at least 60. Uh, but yeah, those guns are humongous. Like what kind of assault rifle do you need that's the size of a minivan? Like that's crazy. Even that handgun is humongous. Uh, so yeah, scaling in proportion, and even this head sculpt is, yes, you can tell it's Keanu Reeves, but we're in 2025, and you can do a lot better than that. You can to be read pile. I'm sure there's probably trade paperbacks at this point if it's completely done. I'll have to check it out. I like Keanu Reeves. I have nothing against Keanu Reeves. I'm sure that he had nothing to do with this figure being made except for his except for his likeness being used. Yeah, it says created by Keanu Reeves right up front. A man known only as be half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. Sorry. But after wandering the world for centuries, the berserker may have finally found a refuge, working for the US government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, B will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence, and how to end it. Berserker B. So yeah, that's the premise of the series. I had no clue what it was, but not hating on the comic book series, not hating on Keanu Reeves, just hating on Todd and his wonky proportions and that figure being $50 freaking dollars. That's a lot for that. That's not ideal. And you know what else isn't ideal? Is something that I'm really excited for. And I'm so bummed about this, y'all. And I did talk about this in my other stream, and you could say it's because of Warner Brothers, but I'm pretty sure it's because of tariffs and all the other stuff that this is. Yeah, it's $50, but it's sold out, so people bought it anyway. $50, and there's a Mafex coming out, so that'll be $100 and be like totally worth that. But the McFarlane one isn't. Speaking of things that are probably worth it, I was going to get every single figure in this wave because $5 does make a difference. 75 as opposed to 90, but we've got plus shipping. We've got our Scooby-Doo Jada toys, and they're all $30. I could see the monsters being 30 and the Scooby Gang being $24.99. It just sucks because I'm really hyped, and John had already said on a couple of streams that the Mystery Machine getting made depends on how well that these figures sell. And some people were saying, oh, I'll wait for the monsters to go to Ross, and that's all well and fine. But when the fate of the Mystery Machine hangs in the balance, that's something you don't want to hear. It's unfortunate that this is where we're at because I love Scooby-Doo. And I'm definitely going to get the Mystery Inc. gang, obviously. Like, that's what I'm going to get, if anything. And I do want to get the monsters. I would love to have a whole Scooby-Doo shelf because, You could use them for, well, Multiverses is dead now, but there's many like fighting games and all this stuff that you can just shove a bunch of action figures together and it's justified. And yeah, they look amazing. Jada did such a good job with these. That like he's got pinless double elbow articulation, which Todd will never do. Todd will never re-engineer a figure, and that's probably one of the reasons why he lost the McFarlane license, is because he refuses to improve. We've got pinless, double arms and double knees on this super lanky, shaggy figure. And but the thing about him being $30 is he comes with what a normal Jada figure would come with. And we don't have the thing like Blanca and Sagat, which is that they're deluxe figures. They're bigger, so they cost a little bit more. Shaggy is a normal size figure for this wave. So that means you go any bigger than any of these figures, you're going to start getting into the $35, $40 range, because the Cyberpunk David was like $40, something like that, $38, $40. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it's just the effects of a lot of things going on right now is the price of toys are going up. So it really sucks to see. And like this photography is fantastic. So, they did a really great job of showcasing these figures. And especially, it sucks that Scooby isn't wave one, because I just want Scooby-Doo so bad. But the Creeper looks great, and I love this little mask effect where I'm just pulling the mask off of them. And yeah, they cost more because of the soft goods and the new tooling than it costs with all that. So, but they priced it out accordingly, which is good. So I'm sure that that's what this is costing them to make. But that's because the price of everything is going up. So I'm not hating on Jada or saying Jada is, pulling the wool over anyone's eyes whatsoever. I'm just saying that everything is going to go up. And unfortunately, stuff that we're really excited about, like to see that Storm Marina line pick up or to see these Jada Toys Scooby-Doo figures, are the first effects of this kind of stuff that we're going to see. And with that Storm collectible stuff, there was no like notification of the price going up. Yeah, so $35, $40 and around $30. And that's fair, because that was their first time doing soft goods, and that's, new tooling, all that kind of stuff. And I don't have the figures yet. There's a couple people that do, and they've said that the soft goods work. It all looks really good. And that's awesome. And it just sucks to see things that we love being affected by things out of our control as far as right now. I mean, there's just things that are happening. So, but like this mummy figure is really cool. And he comes with like his unmasking thing is like, where is it? Is this little wrap piece, because you can have it being unwrapped from his head. So all this stuff is really cool and really great. And I'm really excited to get a hold of it. But $90 plus shipping for 3 normal retail figures that were just like in the $25 range 2 weeks ago even. It's just scary to see stuff like that happening so quickly, and it just makes you wonder what is going to go up next. And then you start to think about, should I get some eggs, or should I get a toy, or should I get, groceries, or should I get this? Yeah, it comes down to that kind of stuff. And this guy's really cool. I saw pre-orders for him, and I would get it Mezco Conan if it wasn't, not that I have anything against Arnold Schwarzenegger whatsoever. I just haven't seen any of the Schwarzenegger Conan movies, so I don't have any experience with it. So it's not something that I am super excited about as far as for me. Sorry, I've got the hiccups now. That's unfortunate. But he looks really cool. I really do like. I thought for a minute, because this pictures are so good, that he was like probably like on a on one of those like overlay bodies without any pins, but you can see there the elbows and all that stuff that he does have. He's just plastic, but it's just sculpted so well, and the articulation is done so well. Like that looks almost like a photograph on my 4K screen. I know it looks a little different on here. It's a little washed out, but with lighting and stuff on there, it looks, if you squint, it looks like a picture of Arnold from the movie, which is really cool. And it does make me second guess if I should pre-order this or not. The only thing is, like, I don't like putting non-refundable deposits down for figures, because I don't know what's going to happen. I know $10 is $10, but a non-refundable $10 that you can't get back. So I don't really want to risk that. And with these things, they seem to sell out quickly as well. Well, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're going to do, because apparently Conan is just like a diva in these movies and just switches outfits as soon as he drops a head. He's like, oh, it's time for another outfit, everyone. I'm going to go invade you. Sorry, I'm doing some impressions. I'll stop. But it's a cool figure, and I'm definitely excited for other people to get it. I'm sure D Amazing probably is already working on a video for that. He lives right next to Mezco, and apparently he like works directly for them with like some of the photography and stuff. So that's really cool. You know, what else is really cool and interesting. I don't know if it's for me based on the price, um, but it's a Kickstarter. So if you're interested in this, and also here's a little plug for them. Space Zombies from Mars by the Nameless Toy Company. We have these guys over here. So first off, we have some space guys, and these guys are $50 because they have more stuff. Some of that's blacked out because I guess it's like stretch goals because it's a Kickstarter. But Big Bad Toy Store, what they'll do is they'll take pre-orders for this, and it'll go towards the Kickstart goal. So I like that they do that because they don't take money until it funds, or until not even until it funds, until it ships. Sorry, I'm getting over a stomach bug, so I'm trying to drink a lot of water. So if I take a water break, that's a reminder for you to drink some water. No, they're called the Nameless Toy Company. I wouldn't joke. Toys are serious business. But this is Science Julia Stryker, so I guess it comes with a female head sculpt and a male head sculpt, so that's cool. They've got that variation, and they've got, you know, that color. And then we've also got Guy Garrison, and he comes with a masked head sculpt, and he looks like to be a medic with a big backpack, and ooh, I'm really hurting my neck from looking up at that big old screen up there. And they don't have a deposit on it for that Conan. Well, I might have to check it, but then that's because you have to pay up front, I believe, with Entertainment Earth. Hi, Cartoons and Cannabis. Yes, absolutely, everyone. Stay hydrated. Military Guy Garrison. He comes with some weapons, alternate head sculpt, and it is called. Oh shit! Sorry, it is called Space Zombies. So we do have some space zombies, and these guys are a little cheaper. So if you just want to dip your toes in and get some space zombies, and I may even think about it just for the zombie head sculpts and hands and swap opportunities. But we got a Science Red Walker, and they're $30. $29.99. So that's pretty cool. And then apparently he'll come with 2 alternate heads. Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe I'll check out Conan there, and maybe I'll pre-order him there. Maybe that's because Entertainment Earth is bigger than Big Bad Toy Store, so Big Bad Toy Store doesn't have to pay up front for all their stock, so maybe that's why. Who knows? But we do get one of those guys, and I thought there was more to this, but apparently there's just one more. And we get a Red Walker with 2 alternate unlocked. Oh, and they also have the broken helmets, but these are obviously Kickstart stretch goals. So we got alternate heads for that. So those are interesting. May pick up the zombies just for the zombie heads and parts. What else is here? Oh, so these guys are up for pre-order now. $54.99. I can go on a rant if you want. For outdated, ugly, pinless figure in 2025. And as much as I harp on McFarlane for doing that, it's even worse for Hasbro to be doing it in 2025, because they've had about 3, this is their 3rd opportunity to update this older mold. This, is it the Omega Red mold that it started out as? So we had the retro carded Venom last year. We had the Sabretooth and Wolverine pack last year, which I believe is also on this mold. Am I right? Is the Sabretooth on an even bigger mold? I don't know. I may be wrong. And now we have the Warpath on this mold with the pins still intact. And there's no new tooling on here, actually. The only new tooling is the head. I don't think I don't know if anyone's interested, but because of that Warpath, I mean, I'm sure there are. I'm speaking for myself. I know Big Bad Toy Store does hike up the price a little bit for themselves, but I'll just wait for the Wolverine suit X23 because that's what they're banking on. They're banking on, oh, people will buy this 2-pack because we have a new X23 on a new body. Yeah, exactly, Leia. That's what I'm waiting for. And they're gonna make it. I don't know if they're gonna make it in a 2-pack or a single release, but we've got this one right here. So obviously they're gonna repaint it and do a new head sculpt for her. But what they're expecting for this, and especially for people that collect X-Force stuff, is for them to suck it up and buy this 2-pack because you're probably not going to get another X23. Ooh. You're probably not getting another X23 in the black and gray or another Warpath at this point. So if you're an X-Force collector, you're basically forced to buy this pack, even though if you are a collector of X-Force, this Warpath and X23 are not even on the same team. So it's just kind of ridiculous that Hasbro did this. They could have just released them both separately. But no, we'll release them as a 2-pack just because we want to make sure that we sell at least a couple of these things because you know they wouldn't sell very well otherwise. I mean Laura would, but not that Warpath. And then I think we briefly talked about this, but the other pre-order like just went up. The Archangel, X-Force Archangel, and the interesting thing about him is that all the other X-Force team members have gray paints for their body tempos and all that stuff. But this X-Force Archangel has silver. So you're either going to have to just ignore that or A, paint all the other ones silver, or B, paint all of his bodywork gray. So either way, you're going to have a not very matching display when it comes to the X-Force with the pins and the pin lists and the paint differences and all that kind of stuff. So don't think that Hasbro gets a pass from me just because I hate on McFarlane so much, because you gotta let him fly. And I don't mind that Archangel. It's just funny to me that that the paint colors are different on him. Diorama. Oh look, you know what's on Big Bad Toy Store now? I didn't know it was on there. We've got the Musk on there. I don't know, is the Super Musk on here? And Ramen Toys is cool. He's a really cool guy. He's $329. He's on a lot of streams. He'll pop into a lot of people's streams that I follow, and he'll always say hey because I always say hey to him. And very personable guy, and I really hope that this does well because it looks awesome. And you really like to see toy creators succeed. And this is Ramen Toy is the guy that does the Ramen Racer and the Misery Machine. He's doing all kinds of cool things right now in the 1/12 scale. And this diorama is a very good example of it. If I wasn't trying to save money right now and I was just being like, buying everything I wanted, I would definitely pre-order this. But considering y'all see where I film, that setup that I film my videos on is not small. It may not look very big from how I film, but that one section is like I want to say like this long by like this wide, and that's an extreme set. So it's like 2.5 by 3 feet of space on the floor of the room where I film. And this is a lot more compact than that. So you could feasibly stack all these on each other and like zoom in and have it, a layered diorama to film videos in or have a display in. And it's just a really cool thing. And I hope it does well. I hope it funds. I want all the success for Ramen Toy. Because he's a really cool guy and he makes really cool stuff, and you love to see smaller creators make it big time. And that's what's happening right now with Ramen Toy. He's made some really solid toys and he is reaping the benefits of it. But there is a cheaper one without all the extra stuff that is $199, and this is not the Super Musk. This is just the regular Musk. I hate saying that name, by the way. It's kind of have to ignore what I'm saying. I don't know. Modular Underground Sewer Command. That's why it's called that, by the way. So, uh, yeah, it's a really cool thing. So if you're interested in dioramas and you have the scratch, you should definitely pre-order that because Ace is a cool guy and you want to see him succeed. Um, Toy Stalker has them on sale for 30 less. See, yeah, there's a lot of better. I'm just using Big Bad Toy Store as my easy gateway for looking at my toy addiction that I don't want to spend money on. And a lot of times the prices scare me away, and I'd say that's good. But yeah, if you can, like that $20 non-refundable deposit, if you can get rid of that and pay also $20 to $30 less, go do that on another website. I love Big Bad Toy Store. I want them to sponsor me. So I would never want to direct traffic away from them. But if you can find a better deal, by all means, get that better deal. Because both of those are, yeah, they're big. That's what I'm saying. I already have my Extreme set. I don't know what I would do with it to make space for the Super Musk. So I'll just keep mine and let all the other collectors show me how jealous I should be of theirs. New arrivals. So this stuff just came for Four Horsemen, so that's cool. What was the one that I had pre-ordered? I don't want to get into my account. I don't think my account's on here. Let's see. They tried to charge me, and it's a great deal. It's $90 for 4 skeletons for Mythic Legions, but I don't have a place to put them. Yeah, it's still in stock. I don't have a place to put them in my display. It'd be great for photography, but I can't just justify $100 just because I want to take some pictures of some people fighting some skeletons. Not in this economy when I eat eggs almost every morning. So nope. I have that sitting in my pile of loot, and I think it's just gonna be one of those ones that goes from sitting in there to canceled. It has some great head sculpts, some great details. Awesome deal. It's about what, $20 a figure? 20, yeah, $25 a figure. But it's a good deal, not a bad deal. But I just, like I said, in this economy, there's a lot of stuff you're just gonna have to go and let sit on the wayside and maybe wait for a better deal, or just be like, well, I guess it's not meant to be this time. But yeah, let's see what else I had that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know. I can show you what I have coming because I'm actually really excited about these figures in general. And I did put up my Pokemon Blockies video already, but I did, y'all know me, I did order the rest of the Blockies Pokemon that they have. Just because that Charizard and Pikachu were so impressive to me as far as like the quality and all that stuff. So I ordered, and they're cheap on AliExpress. So it's not like I broke the bank ordering them or anything. But I ordered, oh, it brings us right to AliExpress. The whole squad of these, and I paid way less than $13 for them. I paid, and that's the thing you got to look out for. You got to look out for the rating and all that stuff, because I don't think there's knockoffs of these, but there could be like factory defects just because this is a Chinese company and these come like directly from China. But we've got Eevee. I already have Pikachu. We got, I forget the name. Oh, they have them. We got Rowlet, Trico. There's no Trico. They're lying. Riolu, Psyduck, Charmander, Pikachu, Eevee, and Spurbrick. I don't know what that kitty's called. I've played the game that it's from, but those are all the small ones. And then they have and I ordered all of them. But Blockies they have the Sesame Street license, so they actually had those at Toy Fair. And those looked really cool. They're really cute. And they do Transformers stuff. But these ones are the cool ones. Like the Charizard that I got is one of these ones. And apparently Cyrilege, the one I wasn't sure of, is from Violet. It's from Pokemon Violet. So it's obviously one of the newer games. We've got Greninja. Um, and I forget what that one's called. But I'm really excited to get these model kits and do the videos. So if you haven't seen my Charizard and Pikachu video, go check those out because I'm really excited for this Greninja. Because if you know Pokemon and teams, like Greninja is definitely a good Pokemon to have on a team. And if I get my own like 6-inch custom anime style figure, I could have a Pokemon trainer and a Pokemon team for one, and then obviously I can use that figure for other stuff. But they have some pretty solid Pokemon here, and I'm hoping that see, look, that's only how is that only $10? Oh, welcome deal, 77% off. Don't believe that stuff. That's how they get you. But yeah, these Pokemon blockies are really cool, and I am excited to get the rest of them. And they come with like, look at all this stuff. They come with effect pieces, a stand. He's got his water sword, a stand for, I'm guessing for some of the effects. And Cyrilege is just a lot of translucent plastic. The stand, so like they have the image on them, but you actually have to put a sticker on. And I thought it'd be a lot harder, but you literally just lay it up and line it over there, and you're good to go. Pikachu, the only problem that I will say that he has is that the arms don't go. I don't know why I'm telling you in this. You should watch the review, but the arms don't go all the way down. That's why they're out like that. They always stay out like that. How's it going? Collect, disconnect. Welcome to the stream. So I met you the other night at Figure Fight, and not Figure Fight, in Sarge Collects stream. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. And this Charmander I have coming. Well, I have them all coming, so obviously. But look at Psyduck. Charmander. I used to be able to see when you get older, your voice changes a little bit. You can't do the super high pitch to the super low pitch stuff you used to be able to do. Like I used to be able to do the pig squeals, like I can kind of do them. I can't really do them anymore, but it used to be like I don't know. Just how life is, I guess. I can still do the but I can't inhale scream anymore. I can't wait for this Greninja. He's gonna be so cool. But yeah, blockies, be on the lookout for them because they are definitely coming up in the world, especially with that Pokemon stuff. I think it's Jazzwares that's making some Pokemon stuff right now. And I do have some Pokemon. Let me look them up. I think it's called Pokemon Scale World stuff pre-ordered, but I may have to cancel that. But they're so cool. They're cheap, so I don't know. They're not articulated. They're not articulated. They're like post figures, quote unquote, as Todd would say. But there is a trainer and Sylveon, so that's also $70 for that. But I have some of these pre-ordered, some of the sold out ones. Oh look, they have Lugia, but they're not articulated. How's it going, Matt? With 2 T's? You made it just in time. We got a couple minutes left. And yeah, definitely keep them on their watch list because those Sesame Street figures, they look super cute. And yeah, that's the thing about the CT toys is they shrink the mold. Yeah, I was like, I'm not lazy, but with an S, I don't know. But yes, hello. Thank you. So with these Pokemon Scale World things, but look at that. I may have to pre-order that. How tall is he? Oh, he's only 2.75 inches tall. Well, that may work next to it, man. The Pikachu's bigger than that. See, he's tiny. So these Scale World things are way smaller and they're not articulated. So yeah, I definitely think that the blockies is the way to go. These are definitely cute though. $12.99 if you're on a budget and you want some Pokemon figures. But those blockies ones are just mwah. Like I cannot be more I couldn't be more happy with that Charizard. Like, in fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab that Charizard because I really like playing with it. Okay, Charizard It's so freaking cool. Just here, let me bring it back full circle. So you guys make sure to go check out. So you ladies and gents, make sure to go check out my Blocky's Pokemon video because it's doing pretty well. It's got like 250 views right now. But the Charizard is great. She's an awesome figure. And I wanted to get these to be sure that I wanted the rest of them. And after I got these two, I was like, yo, I definitely need these Blockies figures because super cute. Pikachu should be a little bit smaller and Charizard should be just slightly bigger for 1/12. But other than that, they're great. Like I think Charizard should maybe be like maybe a head bigger and Pikachu should be like half a head smaller as far as like that kind of scaling. But I could not be happier with it. So if you just get one and like, you know, you can get it in the flying poses, put its legs back and all that stuff and have fun. I would love for them to make a Dragonite. Dragonite's one of my favorite Pokemon. So if they make a bunch of, I would love to have like a Dragon Team. Dragonite, Charizard, Gyarados, Cheeto shaped like Charizard sold for tens of thousands of dollars. I'll bet that person is really regretting spending that much money on a Cheeto now. Like, dang, I could have spent that on stuff that mattered. People are insane. Remember when someone did the same thing in the early 2000s for a piece of toast that looked like it had Jesus on it? Domine Patre Spiritu Sancte. I don't know. People are crazy, but it is what it be. Let them be them, and then just laugh at them. Oh God, I dropped Charizard's tail. So my gun girl, the Rebecca figure, I was on Figure Fight Club stream on Tuesday. Still getting over that bug that I had last night, today, then. Yeah, and I've been watching Daredevil Born Again. I just watched episode 3, so y'all should definitely watch that. But I was playing with my Remenki gun girl because, you know, we show off our pickups in the stream, and I dropped her pigtail, and I couldn't find it, and my girlfriend found it like halfway through the next day. So I was really upset, and then she finally found it. I was like, cool, my figure's not ruined. Like the taped banana. Taped banana? What does that mean? Jesus tastes like Vegemite on toast, I reckon. Oh man, you're episode 3 of that show. Just be prepared. So it's a really good episode. The only problem I have with Daredevil Born Again is it's called Daredevil Born Again, but we only saw Daredevil in the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and I think that sucks. I wish we because that's what they did in all 3 seasons. Was it 3 or 4 seasons of Daredevil on Netflix? It was every time Matt was like, "I'm done being Daredevil. I've got to. I did wrong. I got to put up the mask and I got to atone." And he does that every season, and it gets a little old. So it just sucks that there's not a lot of Daredevil in the show. But I'm hoping that we get more Daredevil at some point. It was an art installation. Then some random gallery visitor ate the banana. They must have been hungry. Oh, look, free banana. Yeah, and then somebody ate it, apparently. He'll probably be born again. He'll be a born again Catholic. He'll be like, I gotta go to church and stop being a superhero. It's a sin. $1 million banana. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, they bought it. At least they bought it first. No, I do like the lawyer stuff. I think that's great. The one problem I had with She-Hulk is they didn't focus enough on the lawyer stuff, so I'm glad that they're doing that. I just want to see more Daredevil. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Frank Castle. Well, the stream's almost over, so at least you caught the end of that. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Frank. That wasn't him at the end of episode 3, so 3, 2, 1. Bye, Matt. But I don't think that was Frank at the end of. No, I have spoilers. I don't want to say anything. But just go watch Daredevil. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid. I am excited to see all the stuff that people are thinking is going to happen in Daredevil. That's what I'll say. Because Kingpin is mayor. That's crazy. And there's the Devil's Reign arc in the comic book, where that happens, and it's just a really dark Daredevil story, and it's really cool to see Disney going dark with it. And I hope that the beginning of the show wasn't like the bloodiest, darkest that we've seen in Daredevil Born Again. I hope we get more. So yeah, if you haven't seen Daredevil Born Again, go watch that. Also, go check out my Blockies video. Make sure you're entered for the giveaways. So if you're in the live stream and you're here and you're new subscriber, and or if you're on the replay, so shout out to the replay squad as well, because I get a lot of replay views, a lot more than, and I'm glad for my peeps that show up. I would love to have like more of y'all so we can talk more and y'all can interact with each other and I can interact with y'all. So if you know anyone who likes my channel, just share that we're doing live streams and get them in here so we can get more people talking all the time. But check out my giveaways, and to be entered, if obviously you have to subscribe. So be a subscriber. You have to like the video, and I'm not going to confirm that you've liked it. I just want to see the like numbers on the video go up. And you have to comment. And for the Mothx Spider-Man one, you just have to hit Rowdy Riles. So if you want to do that on all the videos to make sure that you're entered, it's for the Mezco Spider-Man, the Mothx Spider-Man, and the retro card Marvel Legends Venom. So make sure you're entered for all of those. Check out my Blockies Pokemon video. Stay tuned for the rest of the Blockies Pokemon stuff as I get it. I love you. I will see you next time. And bye-bye. And thanks for showing up.